Hello everybody, welcome back to another Minecraft video with me, the King of Controversy. I can tell, as you can probably tell by the tail, this is about the time I go into a fight with a 2-year-old. No, I was like, what, a 14-year-old? Oh, it's quite small for a 14-year-old. Anyway, before we get into the video, there's a couple of things I have to say. Well, one, I'm beginning quite new videos, and I would like you guys to subscribe, and please leave a comment, video ideas, or just for me to see, because I like to read them. And please subscribe, please have a red subscribe button down below, because that helps a ton. Anyway, back into the video. We're just doing some one take. Not sure if this sounds professional or not. The guys just leave like a wee comment saying, "What? How do you think I should do it?" Anyway, so basically, I was at school. I have to make sure I don't name the school, but I was at school. I was hanging out with my friends, you know, we normally do. We were joking around and all that. And one thing, I'm not sure the guys have to do this, but like, they take stuff as a joke. It happens all the time at school. We'd take stuff, but always give it back at the end of the day. So I did this wee thing where I chucked someone's jumper down the ground. I went to pick it up, and like, but I chucked someone's juice. I picked up the juice as well. I was on purpose, by the way. No, it was a good bit of joke, and then it was like a whole joke. Like, everyone else but the girls just took it for the girls just get percent onto just thought it was funny. Normally this is fine. Normally she's very jokes if it's done by like someone else. She doesn't like that much. As the only times I got in trouble and that's good was because something to do with her and violence. So we brought her here. She's in a bad mood. I'm like a bit annoyed. I'm like, but I'm not too annoyed. I was taking it just back, but I have to like mess with a wee bit. So I open up for just and drink about it, but like, you know, just a bit. Still like, of course I cleaned it afterwards. You know, there was big jumps and all that. So there probably was still jumps on it. So this guy called Callum comes up. He's like, he fancies this girl like so much. Me and Callum were pals. We're like mates, okay. The grand fun fact, after this fight, we're no longer mates. Wonder why? Because he said to Holly, like, "Hey, Holly, we'll get it just back." Okay, that's what he says. He comes over. I don't even see him coming over. I'm like, now I do see him. Like, I don't see him straight away, but like, I see him when he's like, basically, like, one step away from him. I was like, "Oh, just carry on." Like, he's probably had to talk to. I was like, because you know he's my mate. Next thing I know, guy was putting me down the ground. I was like, they just spilled everywhere. I just tried to close my leg because I'm like, this is Holly's juice. Like, I do not want to, you know, lose it. Like, I'm pretty sure Holly would not appreciate our juice being gone. You know, like, so I put my leg back on. He's pinning me down. He pins me down. I'm just like, I'm going to listen to what this guy says. Because the point is saying something like, don't treat girls like that and shit like that. So, or there's nothing to talk to girls like that. I'm like, hey mate, it was a joke. Have you ever been to the school? It's what we do around here. First instance of him, obviously she doesn't have one, doesn't mean she doesn't have one. But like, yeah, so this person just pinned me down to the ground, like he's punching me like, a couple of times. I'm just like grabbed him on the neck, pulled him down to the ground with me again, because he was like a bit higher on me, because he was like, leaning above me. But I did stuff with me. Says when my friend said after the fight, he chose the opposite fight. He fought with the only person who knows how to fight in the school. What was like a version for him, wasn't it? Like, but I ended up giving the boy a black eye. But basically, like, I'm just playing him. I can get proper punches in. So what I'm doing, there's no effect on him. I'm just like tapping on the back of the head because like, my arm is around his neck, so I can't get a proper punch. Like, I want people like an old-fashioned fight, you know, like a respectable fight. You go over like, mate, I'm gonna fight you now, cause this blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, sure. That's how we solve things. If go fight, they're not gonna sneak up and sneaky. No one likes that. If they sneak up to someone and they win, they lose it because they lose all respect. But if they lose, when they sneak up to someone, then that's just pathetic. So yeah, so this person is just like batting me down. He leaves. He just like cowardly runs away. he's like going up by sense. Boy, he came up to me, didn't say a word to me, so like all that girl stuff. Didn't even mention, just didn't even ask, but we just that stuff is a toy. Didn't even beverages either. It was rubbish. I found that out because one of my friends told me. That's what it came over for. So he runs. I'm like very pissed. I'm not giving him hoes, just back him all. I finished that just by the way. I kept that. I was like pissed off. Like, and like we went mad, cause I said to my friend Harvey, hold my juice, and I just tackled this motherfucker down to the ground, and like I'm just here, I'm like above him, like he punched me once in the nose and once in the eye, and like I didn't even realise I hurt after the fight. I mean, it didn't have that for that long. It was like pretty weak punch, you know. It was strong enough to hurt me, but like, cause I was punching, but like again we were on the ground. I didn't know how to fight when we were on the ground. Not my best move to rugby tackle him, but I was like really mad with him. I wasn't thinking. So at the end of it, I end up giving the boy a black eye. So he's there with a black eye. I'm just like walking up, like the teacher spent the whole day with, because she's like support teacher, but she goes like to all my classes with me since it's my own one, because I'm doing mainstream now. And we need someone from our school to look after me. So this person's like so she came up to me, she's like, did you tackle him? Like, did the rugby tackle him? Like, yeah, rugby tackled him. She's like, Derek Kennedy can rugby tackle people. She was doing this whilst laughing. I'm like, yeah, but you saw it on me. Like, basically I did not get in trouble for this. The boy did, of course. Like not the head teacher, but another one, like the principal head. Was kind of going to take over the office, and she was like, kind of in trouble because he started the fight. You should have expected to get punched back. Like, that's just one of the risks to take. Yeah, so like he got in trouble, and I wasn't. So sorry if the story is not making sense of it. Basically, like I can tell stories I'm telling to my friends. Obviously, I cannot. They check in with the guys if they understand it or not. So I'm hopefully the guys are following along. If you know, maybe just slow down the video. Just like write down notes, like write down notes. Just like, test. They'll get 50% off of the mark gets taken off. They get this wrong, okay? This is for the go for the Asian kids. Was that a bit too far? I don't know. Anyway, so basically, one of my friends, Amy, was a PE. I don't know PE with her at the time. I PE with Cam, but see PE is funny because like they get mixed classes. Like sometimes with this class, sometimes with the other class. So I'm just Amy came to like Cam has been saying he broke the nose. I'm like, he hardly hurt my nose. Like anything, he's healed my nose because there's no longer stuff. I'll go, but like yeah, I should probably stop doing that. So this guy's going around telling people I broke my nose, and like no one's on his side except for like Holly and some other kids. Well, don't even know the name of. And like all this stuff, and I'm just like I'm just like you know, nah, but like he's like going around saying he broke my nose, and like obviously can see my nose is not broken, and I'm like so like something very bad English there. Go start that sentence again. So he's going around 10 people broke my nose. He broke my nose. I'm like some people on his side, like maybe 1 to 5 at most. And then most people don't even care what's the fast food school I go to. Like, no one really cares very much because it's to do with me. I'm just like, mate, I don't give a shit. Like I care. I'm just a bit pissed off still, you know, because like just the way the attitude and all that. But like, you know, I can. But I'm not like telling people like, oh yeah, all this shit and that. So drama. So as my style, it's only time one side. Means no one cares. I want to talk to my friends about it, so only my friends care. It was like 3 people, 4 people. Yeah, and like well, Shannon's one of my friends. Say that in a very funny way, cause like I don't like her. She does not like me. She knows I don't like her. She doesn't know. I know she doesn't like me. because I'm straightforward to people. She's like, oh, she's just a bitch. But basically, what's fair happens. She goes to see Holly. I'm like, mate, I'm the friend. This guy just attacked me. I'm like, go sit with him. Go sit with him, you prick. Fucking prick. So I'm like, Ames, I know it's your girlfriend and all that, but you're drinking up with her. And then everyone just puts and throws at me and just looking like, I'm like, mem kid, Dad, I would never do it. I would never go that far. And my friend's like, and my other friend was like, yeah, I know. That was even too far for there. I'm lost, to be honest. Hi, boys. You're gonna die no matter what, okay? I'm sorry, I lied to you. Okay, mate, you just started to down the leaf for a bit. Like, move on. Anyway, so yeah. So this guy's coming around, like all that stuff, blah blah blah. I'm just doing this blah 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 to get me back on track, by the way. Okay, so yeah. So this guy fights over now with the kid till like his teacher goes in trouble and all that. Did you know they got me in trouble? Just got him in trouble since he started the fight. And I went back home and told my dad's like, if he ever does that again, bat him, bat the boy. Like he did the right thing. Obviously my mum's like, when you hit people fast, yeah. I'm like, yeah, hit me fast. So I battered him. The boys could have done better because, you know, my technique of fighting and his technique what nobody likes was it's sneaky. Oh, that's good. And so there. Basically what's happened, so I was in a fight. I won that fight like a G. But the thing is, I had to go to mainstream after, so I'm like, yeah, hi. I know I'm on. It's the funny thing is, it's the first time I'm like one of the only times I'm actually on time for mainstream. Was the time was like after a fight. Like, normally after that, aren't they? Like not normally on time. Like, mate, they normally late on time when they go fight. What? No, it makes no sense. I know, right? Anyway, so but what happened? So easily won. It was right. It was. Do you know this? I won Battle Boy again. Like I won by him again just cause like he hasn't learned his lesson. You know, like it's not gonna get for the skill. But it's fine. I'm gonna start fight. You know, like I'm above him. I'm not above him. You know, like I'm above him a bit. Yeah, basically just kept the gist. I drank all of it, which was good. Then you know what really pissed me off as well, like she was mum was saying that just she thought it was the whole money. It's the school's money, by the way. We get given our win money things, it's the school's money. My steal I just take the gist. I steal the gist technically since I'd never give it back, but it's because she was being a bitch. And all that. But her friend and her friend goes around at school buying and drink something, buy 2 for break and then 2 for lunch. Like, we get a lot of flavoured water, okay, but we don't get a lot of juice. I'm like, I had to ask one of my friends, like, where did you get them? And she's like, the canteen. I'm like, what? Sorry, what? I thought we just had flavoured water. I'm like, no, we have juice. I'm like, I thought we stopped doing juice ages ago. Turns out, no, it was just these 2 people buying it all out. I'm presuming some other people as well, of course, because like, you know, like not 2 people buying 4 juices with self a whole juice, but like take 1 juice, take 1. That's it. 2 at the most at the very fastest. Not 4 a day. You know how unhealthy that is. Me over here drinking my flavoured water. Me over there drinking Sprite Camber. That's not the juice. I just know it's like red. And not even Sprite Camber is red. I don't know where Sprite Camber it came from actually. I'm like doing very bad at this bit. Done. Anyway, so I have a joke, but I don't know where to put in the video and how to say it and to bring it up. So I'm just going to say it. Hey. So I was like, 1 to buckle my shirt so I can kick it in the balls with it. You see, I thought now I said it outside. It's a terrible joke. That's a decent joke. It's okay. I think if it was it better, could have been good. Also, if I could find a good place to put it, would have been good. 1, 2, buckle my shirt, kick so I can kick it in my balls with it. yeah, so to be honest, I wasn't taking the fake like serious at the time. Like, others were mad, but when we actually got to the fame part, I was like, mate, it's shit. It was shit. It was shit. And I think I've said everything I had to. Oh yeah, there's a Gwenpool video maybe coming out. I'm saying maybe, because I got some jokes, crap jokes, again like always. Because I've got the good versions of the joke worth of at the time. I was script, I wrote notes, and like one of them, I can only remember memory there, so I'm not sure that's one going to make the video. Like, it was really hard to research what since I have none of the comics. Funny enough, she's one of the characters just because like I've seen her in media before. I know like some of her stories, but like it's one story. What I could not find again, but I have seen it, so I'm not sure. It was just like one person who just made up their own comic, maybe took like, some comic pictures, and you know just twisted it about the place to make their own wee comic, and just say it's a Gwenpool comic. Apparently, she porn star, but wasn't porn star comic. Like she was taking pictures on a nude beach and all that. Always don't see it. I don't think they see any nudity, but I'm not sure what Gwenpool's rating is. Because obviously Deadpool's rating goes from kid friendly, believe it or not, I got some kid friendly Deadpool comics to not kid friendly. Don't think that's not many comics of Deadpool. So no, he's like the second most collectible I have. I think I have like 2 Deadpool comics, 3 Deadpool comics by themselves, but 6 in total with 3 Spider-Mans, 1 Deathshot, and a lot of Batman ones because they're my perfect collection. Like a whole shelf worth of Batman ones. I think there's 24 Batman comics I have there. Yeah. I think it's 24. Anyway. I've probably been talking for a long time, I'm sorry. Anyway, please hit that subscribe button, check out some of my other content. We like to make stuff with my friends. Another parkour videos may be coming out. Oh! Sorry, I was dragging on. I just remembered something else I was meant to talk about. Thumbnail for the escape room. That guy who inspired me to make a video. I can't remember his name at the moment. If I do, maybe leave him in the description or something. But basically, this guy inspired me to do it. So I take his thumbnail and partially made it obvious by its hairs by showing the name tags. Cause I thought it was quite funny, and also it's not good to steal people's thumbnails, you know. So for like I know it's stealing, but like it's not stealing, isn't it? I'm not saying to steal people's thumbnails if they just make funny or something like that, because it wasn't even that much funny. It's just a bit funny to me. But the reason why I done that was because I cannot actually get Sean and Scott to meet up to take the thumbnail photo, because we recorded in bits at separate times. I cannot get them to meet up. I was at a time when the video comes out. So I'm not actually sure whether parkour one's going to come out, because you know we haven't recorded up there, and I still haven't played with them both together. And that one actually not just for the thumbnail but also for recording, since because recording both at the same time. Anyway, 4 times lucky for the outro. Right, goodbye buddy, thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, it helps us out a ton. And you guys probably want to make it to like 5 minutes then, but if you're seeing this, thank you. Goodbye amigos.